All right. Hope that you guys are enjoying so far your Christmas holiday breaks. Hope you had a chance to listen to part one of our episode of our Christmas special. We're going to roll right back into part two. Enjoy.
Speaking of which, did you see Violent Night? Have you seen that yet?
I'm not going to.
We watched it the other night. It was not at all what I expected. Because at first I was like, what? Why? I thought it was supposed to be like a horror movie. And I was like, why would they take Santa and make a horror movie out of it? But it's not. It's an action movie.
Oh.
It's like him saving a family.
Santa?
Oh. Spoiler. It's like a rich family, and it was like he was stopping, like it was going through the night, going to everybody's house, magically, and then putting in the gift. So he went to this house and was putting a gift and stopped to eat some cookies. And while he was there, he heard gunshots or something. Oh. And so he was like, he was about to leave and be like, I'm minding my business. But then he stayed because he heard the little girl running or whatever. So he ended up saving the family. But it's like
there's certain movies I watch around Christmas, and that really wouldn't be one of them.
No. This was before December. Kicked out because I was like, nah.
I don't like when people try to like weaponize Christmas. I don't know. It's come on. You have every other holiday to do something with. Leave us alone.
What are your go-to December movies?
All right. We said Christmas Story. That's number one. Mm-hmm. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh, gosh, I love that movie.
Because I was just watching it last night.
I need to watch it this weekend. It was so funny.
Okay, Four Christmases. I'm naming some recent ones too.
Yeah.
And some old ones. Elf.
Oh my God, it's Santa!
Miracle on 34th Street.
I watched that one time, both versions, cried my eyeballs out, and said I'll never watch it again.
But I love the newer version.
You are a sap, though.
I am.
And I'm not watching it.
The guy who Richard Kimbrough, the actor, oh my God, he really was Chris Kringle.
I'm not watching it.
And when they threw him in jail, I was literally crying.
See?
Why would you do that?
She's such a sap, you guys, I swear. No, I'm not.
Okay. It's Christmas time, Charlie Brown. I don't know if that really counts as a movie.
Yes, it does.
Okay. What else am I missing? There's a lot more. And then I gotta say this too. My mom is a Christmas movie fanatic.
Is she?
Oh my gosh. This lady starts in November.
She's one of them people? Oh,
yes. Lord. She watches movies on Hallmark, on the Great American Movie Channel, because she still has cable. Up TV, I think is one of them. Lifetime. Mm-hmm. And she'll sit there and write these titles down, because she old school. She'll write down her little book. Oh, Christmas in Aspen premieres tomorrow at 8:00. So I gotta watch that. So
Christmas in Aspen. Oh my god!
And the stories are always the same. But sometimes I'll watch some with her that pique my interest if they have us in it.
Yeah.
Namely,
because Lifetime has gone bananas with Christmas.
I mean,
movies.
There's a Kelly Rowland is in a couple. There's a series called Merry Little Christmas, and Little is spelled Liddle. That's the family last name. So there's like 4. I think the 4th one's coming out this year. I gotta look.
Yeah,
but that became a good little series to watch of newer movies. But this lady watches all of them, and I be laughing at her because they all do the same stuff. It's always a workaholic woman that's in New York, has a deadline, can't make the deadline, so she's like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to my childhood home in Iowa. She goes to Iowa, realizes her childhood home is in shambles. Right. It's in shambles, and she has only 5 days to pull it all together. Then she meets this guy who works in the town, and they bump heads because she doesn't like Chad's attitude. But the whole town loves Chad. But her and Chad have to work together to get the house up to specs. And they fall in love. But then there's one moment they have a fight, and then she's like, I'm leaving. I'm going back to New York. And then they end up falling in love because he comes back. He's like, I just want you to see the magic of Christmas, Jenny, or some dumb stuff like that. They're all the same. But my mother is a huge fan. She does not like classic Christmas movies. Because she reads romance novels. So,
I did not know that.
girl,
What? Let me find out she was into Fabio back in the day.
is. So she likes those Christmas movies that have like a little love thing to them. Me, I like to laugh. I really like A Christmas Story because it was pure and it had some funny moments. Like when he actually met Santa in the mall.
Man.
And Santa turned out to be a whole jerk.
He shoved him in the face with his foot.
He said, ho, 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 and pushed that little boy with his
foot. He was like, you want a BB gun? He was like, you'll shoot your eye out, kid.
And then like movies like that, like in National Lampoons, like his whole thing was to create the perfect Christmas.
That movie,
everything just kept happening.
That movie to me was golden.
It is comedic gold because when the doggone tree blew up, because his uncle was lighting his little stogie. Grizz, get my stogie. And he got so bad he went and chopped down his own tree out of his own yard and came back
inside with the whole thing. I was like, wow.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are some of your favorites?
Okay.
I mean, there's more, but
oh yeah. Well, like you said, Charlie Brown's Christmas is my favorite, which I'm about to. Because it's so, I don't know why, but I always felt bad for Charlie Brown. But my favorite was his homeboy, Linus.
I love Linus.
Because Linus was always like, yeah, first of all, I don't give a doggone if y'all talk about me with this blanket. I'll whoop you behind with that blanket. The way he would snap that blanket and hit people with it. But when they asked him, because I got the speech, I'm going to pull it up. I'm about to do it. When he remembered, because Charlie Brown was like, well, I don't understand. What's the true meaning of Christmas? And when Linus said... And remember that light all of a sudden shined on Linus out of nowhere? And he goes, and there were in the country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over the flock by the night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them. And they were sore afraid. And the angel of the Lord said unto them, fear not. For behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all the people. For unto you this day is born in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you. You shall find the babe wrapped in swaddled clothing, lying in a manger. And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly hosts, praising God and saying, glory to the God in the highest, and on the earth peace, goodwill toward men. And I had no idea, and I still don't to this day, why that speech was placed in that movie, in that scene.
Isn't it in the Bible?
It is from the Bible. It's from Luke, but it still didn't fit with the scene.
Hey, man, they said we had to link this back to the Bible somehow.
Poor Charlie, he was trying to get the best, because first of all, they were like, we don't want him to do anything. Remember that girl? She was like, he'll mess it up. We don't want him in the Christmas play. And he was like, fine, I'll be the one. I'm going to get a tree. I'm going to get the best tree ever. I'm going to get the best tree. And he came upon that little tree that was bent over, about to lose its life.
I have that replica.
Everyone has of that, the little thing. Mm-hmm. Man. And then he was like, and they made fun of him, and they're like, you messed it up, Charlie Brown.
They were
so mean. And then Charlie Brown was like, I don't understand. What's the true meaning of Christmas anyways? I was like, okay, I get you're trying to say the true meaning of Christmas is about our Lord and Savior being born.
Right.
But to do the whole speech and light them up. And on top of that, I love the part when Snoopy was decorating his tree. Him at Woodstock. And he decorated his whole house. I was like, you better come through with it, Snoopy. He had all the decorations.
I love Snoopy. Oh,
my other favorite was always Schroeder. When he was playing it.
Y'all can't see me, but I'm dancing like how they do. Bopping their head from side to side. And then when it's turned like this, So I forgot a couple of movies. And
okay.
I want to just toss one in there really fast.
Go.
Bad Santa.
So that movie is so
My God.
raunchy.
Oh,
but it's funny. I ain't gonna lie, that movie is funny.
Okay. It is hilarious because the doggone kid, he could not, every 5 minutes, want some cookies, Santa? Want a sandwich, Santa? He's like, kid, I'm not Santa.
Right. Like, he kept trying to tell him, I'm not Santa.
And he's like, Santa? Like, bro. So for y'all who haven't seen Bad Santa, I don't know what Rocky been hiding under, but basically, Billy Bob Thornton and what's the young man? Not young man. Tony Cox, the little person.
Yeah.
They play thieves who dress up like a Santa and an elf. And they case out malls during the holiday season. And, you know, they're not good people because Santa is drunk half the year anyway. So he cases the malls and they end up robbing like the department store, whatever they work in, and they move on to the next
one. Yeah.
Yeah. So the kid... It's an overweight kid. I should not be laughing. He's overweight. He gets picked on. His dad is in jail for like fraud or something, and he does not know where his mom is. He lives with his grandma, but he's just fixated on Santa. So he don't know that Santa is a horrible human being.
Right.
And
the guy playing Santa.
But they form this bond, and, you know, he warms up Santa's heart, and it's, you know, a lot in between all that. But,
right.
But when Regina says it's raunchy,
yeah, that's a raunchy movie. That is adult only. Please do not let your kids watch it.
It's called Bad Santa for a reason. Because Santa was in that dressing room.
Man.
And the bald, the manager, he was like, yeah, I kind of heard you in the dressing room.
Yeah.
He was like, heard who?
Right.
That wasn't me.
Again, do not let your kids watch that at all.
My God.
But it is funny. For me, at my home, what we, like I said, I love Charlie Brown Christmas, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty Snowman, Elf. We always watch Elf, just like you said, National Lampoon, Christmas Story. I also like, the one that came out, The Claus. The
Santa Claus?
That's the one with Tim
Allen? The Santa Claus.
Yeah, the Santa Claus.
The whole series.
1, 2, and 3. Like it all.
There's a reboot too on Disney.
There is a reboot on Disney. I tried to watch it. I just couldn't get into it. Okay. I don't know why. But yeah, the original ones that came out that started in the 90s, loved those. The Home Alone.
Oh, how can I forget Home Alone?
Home Alone. I only like Home Alone 1 and 2. I do not fool with 3, y'all.
We don't talk about Bruno.
We don't
Home Alone
talk
3.
about
that. We don't do that.
I know. I don't.
Because that really shouldn't have been made.
That shouldn't have been made. They should have left it alone.
Since we on Home Alone real quick. If Kevin McAllister was black,
oh Lord,
do you think that movie would have played out the same way it played out?
Absolutely not.
He really told her, "I'm upstairs, you dummy," to his mama.
Yeah, and the thing is when I was younger, of course, and watched it. I think it came out when I was a teenager or something like that. It's funny. But then when I made my kids finally watch it, I was like, dang, he was bad.
It was bad.
He was bad.
Disrespectful.
But yeah, he was super
a brat.
He was a brat. When he went in there, he was jumping on the bed, and his mom was like, get off the bed. And he was like, why? Why do I have to? And then, yeah, when he said, I'm upstairs, you dummy. And then when he said something to his cousin or whatever in the kitchen, I was like, see, that's why they mean to you.
That's what.
And then his mom put him in the
attic.
Put him in the attic. That was a little bit off. I was like, wait a minute now. Just pop the boy upside his head.
That was extreme. Well, they can't shut it on the movie, but that was extreme.
It was nice.
I would have sent him to his room, not no attic.
She sent him to the attic.
Away from everybody. Yeah. The night before they were going off to Paris.
Yeah, she was like, go to the attic.
Now, I will say.
And he said, remember, he was like, I hate you. Yeah, I hate everyone. I hate everybody. Yeah, everybody's family. And I hate everyone in this house. I wish you would all just disappear. And his mom was like, you know what? You better be careful because one day you'll get what you wish for.
And then he said, I did it. I made everybody disappear.
And he was so happy. And then he realized
you in
being
trouble.
That lonely.
Yeah.
You miss your family.
Yeah. But I will give Kevin McAllister props for being a was he 8 or 9 year old who thought quick on his feet with the
robbers. Yeah, I tell you, yeah, because them scenes are so funny to me.
One of my favorite scenes is when he staged the house party, when he has the mannequins and he's they're
and
like
looking at the shadows
and they're playing rocking around.
Yeah.
And then the guys are
keep
like,
the change, you filthy animal.
oh my God. How much do I owe you? I'm going to count to 3. You get your ugly, yellow, no good keys off my property.
Yeah. So those are, we watch those. Another thing that we started doing years ago, every December, we do watch all the Harry Potter movies. Harry Potter is not a Christmas movie, but they're always, for whatever reason, maybe every year when they released them, it came out on Christmas. Can't remember.
You know what? I'm not even gonna fight you because no, it's not a Christmas movie themed at all. But people equate The Wizard of Oz to Christmas.
That's true.
I don't know why.
Wizard of Oz does come out in Christmas time.
I don't know why.
I have no idea.
I don't know why.
But I watch it.
I will too. Absolutely. And we're talking about the original Wizard of Oz.
The original with Judy Garland.
Because even in the Christmas story, they had them in the parade, the characters. Yeah. I'm just like, what does that have to do with Christmas?
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of which, going a little bit back to Thanksgiving. Do you guys watch the Thanksgiving parade?
On Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, everyone knows the parade doesn't end until Santa comes down. And so it's like, it's almost like a handoff, like from Thanksgiving holiday to Christmas.
That's true. And that's why I don't like when people rush Christmas.
Right. Because let's wait. You got to wait until he shows up at the Thanksgiving parade on 34th Street.
Right.
But speaking of classics, like I said, I watched them, but I'm never watching Miracle at 31st Street ever again. But I did watch the one, it's a Wonderful Life.
So I couldn't finish that one. You talking about the old one with the black and white one?
Yes.
I know what it's about enough, but I did try to watch it for nostalgia's sake, but I was like, it's kind of...
Oh, it's long.
I got halfway through, and I was like, I'll catch up later. So maybe I'll finish it this year. I don't know.
It's a good one. But when we talk about black movies, like you said, going back to comedy Christmas. For Christmas.
Don't get me started.
Funny.
Do not get me started.
Vince Vaughn and what old girl?
Reese Witherspoon.
That movie, it cracks.
If you have not seen that movie, do yourself a favor and please watch it. Because it's hilarious. It is so honest. So, like, I don't want to get into the whole thing, but I like how they did Christmas on their own terms as a couple and pretty much avoided their whole families every year until they caught up with them, which is cool because not everybody is a fan of Christmas like that.
Right.
Or a fan of their families. But what happens in that movie is just so doggone funny. They literally have to go from house to house to house to house in one day because of the circumstances of the movie. But I promise you, y'all, the movie is hilarious.
That movie is funny. My favorite scene is I think we talked about this before, where he's there. Her family and her family. Her mom is big into church, and she's like, "We got to go and do,"
because she's dating the pastor.
Yeah, so she's like, "We got to be in the Christmas play at church," and they have somebody to play. What was it? Was he playing Joseph?
Mary.
Yeah, Joseph and Mary. And so they had to play him. Okay. And Vince Vaughn, for whatever reason, he was so hard against Christmas, but he got into that character and he lifted that baby up and he was like, "Behold,
this child is blessing to the both of us." The sad part is she had so much stage fright.
She did.
And she tried to wrap the actual real live baby. They didn't give her a doll. Right. They gave her some 8-pound.
Yeah. He's like, "Woman, swallow that baby."
He's like, "Where's the swaddle?
Can you not swaddle a baby?" And he was making her feel bad because like Miss Jason said she already has stage fright, and he over there talking about yelling at her swallow a baby. She don't want to be up there, and now he outdoing her, outstaging her. That movie is funny, and he did another one, Fred Claus.
Oh yeah,
where he was Santa Claus's brother.
That was a good one.
That's another good one.
Vince Vaughn is actually funny as hell.
He is really funny. But when we go black movies, like I said, this Christmas, that one's funny to me. Is this Christmas one?
Almost Christmas
is Chris Brown, right?
Yeah.
Then yes, Almost Christmas.
I love Almost Christmas.
Okay, this one is hard for me to watch, but I do like it. Mm-hmm. Is
Best Man Holiday?
Best Man Holiday.
That is very hard to watch. It is good. It has this...
That one scene, I was like, especially when he won that football game and then took off running back home to be with his wife. I was like, you talking about crying? When that came out in the movies,
I saw it in the movies, and I was like,
I was in the front, just boo-hooing like a big old baby. So there's those two, and there's another. Oh, I'm trying to remember.
For a Black Christmas movie?
Yeah. I mean, there's the Madea Christmas. That one is funny to me.
I don't think I've seen Madea Christmas one.
It's got Tika
Summer. Is that the
Summer.
animated one?
Mm-mm. Oh, it's got Tika Summer.
I have to look at that because I have not seen it. Remember the last holiday with Queen Latifah and LL Cool J?
No.
So that's Christmassy. Is
that the one where he's the basketball player?
No, that's Common.
Oh wait, who did you say?
I said LL Cool J.
I confused my bald black rappers. I'm so sorry.
You sure did. She gets misdiagnosed with like a terminal illness from her doctor.
Nah, I ain't seen that at all.
Really?
Nope.
So she's like this. She's a single woman. She's like this. She works at a department store, but she has aspirations of being a chef or whatever. And something happens. She gets into an accident or falls, and when she gets checked out, the doctor misdiagnoses her with like a tumor or something. So she ends up cashing out her savings and going off to do everything she wanted to do, and falls in love with LL Cool J. It's one of those sweeter ones. It's like,
So, did you guys ever watch The Nutcracker?
Which one? Like the original? Which one? Because
I've only seen the actual. Yeah, I've seen the original one that was technically the Nutcracker on stage, the play, the ballet, and then they would play that on TV. Yeah. But I think it's Disney redid one as like a movie, and it was really good. It had Missy Copeland. She wasn't a star, but she did appear in it.
Okay, I did not see that one. I'm gonna have to check that one out.
Yeah, that one's a good one. I'll have to find the name of it.
You know what counts as a Christmas movie? Friday After Next.
Oh, it is a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Because was that Ricky Smiley playing Santa Claus? Yes. That one is funny. But y'all know how we was talking earlier about violent Christmas movies. Lord. And one that my husband and I, this is our favorite to watch every year. That's not actual Christmas.
I know.
Die Hard. We do. Yep. We watch it every year.
Yep.
I'll be like, it's Christmas. Put on Die Hard. Because all of that takes place on during a Christmas office Christmas party.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. The Office Christmas Party.
Is so funny.
That one has TK or TK, whatever that boy's name is. He's the TK something. He's a comedian. And then it has old girl from Friends.
Jennifer Aniston.
Well,
I'm trying to figure who were you?
The guy who was playing her brother. Yeah, and then Jason. Oh shoot. What is his name? Jason
Bateman.
Yes. Yeah. Jason Bateman, he's in it. And Courtney B. Vance is in it.
Yes. That's what I was thinking of. I couldn't get past him. I was like,
if y'all want a laugh of a holiday party, man, that one is funny. And it's got that, I can't think of her name, the blonde girl from Saturday Night Live. She's not on there anymore, but a couple
not
seasons
Kristen
ago.
Wiig, right?
No, not Kristen Wiig. The other one. The one that would play Hillary Clinton sometimes.
Yeah.
Her. She's in it.
That's funny.
Now, they just released one called Candy Cane Land with Eddie Murphy and Tracy Ellis Ross. And we just watched that one actually yesterday, and it was good. It was funny.
So I fell asleep on that one?
I don't know how.
It's not my fault.
Okay.
Because I was tired, but I was like, I'm going to watch that movie, and I just fell asleep. Oh, you know what else is not black though? Scrooged.
Okay. I bought Scrooged on digital because my kids never saw it, and I realized, I was like, well, yeah, why would you ever see it? It came out way before you were born. But I was like, oh, just like I made y'all watch Home Alone, you gonna watch Scrooged.
How'd they take it?
They were laughing because that movie is funny.
Good.
Because he was such a butt munch in that movie.
Niagara Falls, Frank. was a butthole.
He was.
He was.
And they was like, you gonna have to go through all this. But yeah, those are pretty much all. There's not really a lot of black.
So,
well, except for like you were saying on Lifetime or whatever.
No, but now they're kind of kicking it into higher gear because BET Plus has a ton of Christmas movies now that have
really
us as main cast. But here's the thing: not all of them are good.
Yeah,
because they're not going to be memorable. If you just want to watch a black-oriented Christmas movie, sure, turn one on. But I want ones that I can watch again and again.
Right.
Like you said, Candy Cane Lane, I'm going to rewatch it. Yeah. I promise.
I will tell you this. I liked it. It was a good family movie. Right. But to me, it wasn't as good as, what was the one that came out 2-3 years ago?
Jingle Jangle.
Jingle Jangle.
Jingle Jangle was awesome.
Yeah.
So.
It was not as good as Jingle Jangle. Jingle Jangle was good.
But I did watch the Ludacris one with
I haven't watched that one yet.
That's called Dashing Through Christmas or something like that.
That's on Disney, right?
Disney Plus, yeah. That was good. If Ludacris steps away from action movies and does more family movies, he's so good in it.
Yeah.
He's good.
You don't like
so that's something I would actually rewatch. That's a newer black, Christmas movie. But yeah, if you look on BT Plus or even VH1 or whatever, Tubi, whatever. They're out there.
I'm sure Tubi gonna have a few.
They're out there.
I need to start applying for some of these Tubi jobs.
I'm saying
some of them actors and actresses, I'd be like, come on now, y'all could have done better.
Y'all don't require much, it seems.
Yes, it don't seem like y'all really asking anybody from some real credentials here.
Right.
But yeah. But Jingle Jangle was good. Another one that people love to watch. I don't watch this at all during Christmas, but what is that, Love Actually or something like that?
What?
Yeah, a lot of people say it's a Christmas movie. I'm like, there's nothing Christmas about this.
It is Christmas.
It's a romance movie.
It's a romantic Christmas movie.
The one guy is in love with his best friend's wife. I'm like, this don't make no sense.
You're perfect, actually. You don't know where that's from because you've never seen it.
I've seen it.
You're perfect.
But I'm trying to understand why people made a tradition of watch.
Well, then also,
I guess it's kind of like how, like I said, with Harry Potter. Harry Potter does have Christmas in the movie, but it's not a Christmas
there's
movie.
A scene where the little boy is in love with his classmate while they're in England, and she's American, and he is in love with this little girl, a little black girl. She's so cute. So she's singing "All I Want for Christmas Is You," the Mariah song we talked about earlier, and he thinks she's singing to him because she keeps looking at him. But then she hits that part where all for Christmas is you. She's looking at him and she goes, and you. And he's like playing the drums. He's like, what the hell? This girl, she got love for everybody. So, I mean, that's Christmas is mentioned and it's around Christmas and there's, different stories of love. But it's a good movie, girl.
It is a good movie. If you're into romance.
Which apparently she's not.
I literally just said I watched Die Hard for Christmas. So I'm like, I don't want to sit here and watch this movie about people being in love. Sorry.
Let me move forward a bit.
Okay.
So when it comes to holidays and black people, we can't do nothing small.
Nope.
Especially when it comes to the food. Mm-hmm. Now, Christmas is right after Thanksgiving. We have cooked all this food. In our episode, we talked about all the sides, all the meats, everything. Do you turn around and do it again for Christmas?
Sure do.
Why are we like this?
Because we don't care. That's what I just said. We are an over the top culture. Okay. I don't know if it's built ancestrally into us, or is it something, like our ancestors were done so wrong, so now we have to prove to the world that we are so great at everything that we do because we are over the top. And so for us, the only thing that we pretty much replicate all of Thanksgiving. The only thing we don't do is turkey. That's the only difference. So we have a Christmas ham, still do the sweet potatoes, still do the mac and cheese, still do my cranberry sauce, my favorite, or jellied cranberry sauce, as Miss J would say, because it's not the real stuff.
It's not.
And so we still do all of that. Still have our yeast rolls, still have collard greens. We cook it all. I know we do.
Okay. So, traditionally, my family would focus more on breakfast because we were up so early Christmas morning.
Yeah.
Like crack of dawn early. Well, it was my fault because I was wait down. So, but like, I need to get up. Stop sleeping in. Stop opening these presents. But anyway, so we would have a good sizable breakfast, whether it's Jamaican food or like pancakes and eggs, whatever, and be full. And then for dinner, I don't think my mom did a whole lot. But lately we've been kind of like either switching it up, like, because I'm older now and I want to make a big dinner. So like, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Or depending on which sister hosts, because I don't want to put nobody out. I'm going to do it.
Oh. Uh-oh.
One of my sisters eats like a little bird. I know you know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So she imposes that bird style eating on everybody. So she'll probably do like appetizers and finger foods and stuff. That's her. That's fine.
We like, we want French toast.
Okay.
Like for breakfast, we want French toast, eggs, bacon,
Girl,
croissants,
we
and all
had
kinds
to
of stuff.
force her. I was like, we're having a spread for breakfast. I'm not having a hard-boiled egg and a cup of tea.
Oh my gosh.
We made her do a whole spread, and my other sister will do it big no matter what time of day it is. If we meet her at our house for breakfast, full out breakfast.
Yeah.
Meet her for lunch, full out dinner.
Yeah.
She don't care. Like I said, we just came through cooking all that stuff for Thanksgiving. She do not care.
Yeah. I'm still gonna, I'll do it. And see, even, like I said, I think in most Black people, we just extra. Because even on, like today, before I came here for us to record, every Saturday, I make breakfast for my family.
I think that's nice.
And a lot of people are like, why y'all do that? Why don't you just have oatmeal and just have cereal? I'm like, nah, I want us to have, like, I'll either be like, hey, do you want waffles? We have a waffle maker. I'll either make waffles, pancakes, or French toast. I'm like, which one are we doing today? And so today was pancakes. So I made pancakes and sausage and eggs.
I feel like food is definitely a love language for Black people. So we're going to do stuff like that. And we show our love through food.
Yeah.
And that's what soul food really is. Putting your heart and soul, putting your foot in it. So I don't mind that at all. That's sweet to me.
Yeah. But I know for my kids, especially when they would have friends spend the night, their friends would be like, your mama make pancakes and stuff for you? And I'd be like, yeah, we have pancakes and stuff on Saturdays. I was like, sometimes we don't do it all the time on Sundays because we're getting ready for church. So I don't have time. You might just have to pop an Eggo in the toaster. But every Saturday, because I'm like, through the week, Monday, I got work, they got school, we're rushing anyways. Yeah. You know what I mean? And for dinner, I make dinner every night from, I'll cook Sundays through Thursdays. I call Fridays, get in where you fit in. That means you either going to make yourself a sandwich, you want to eat some leftovers, a microwavable bowl of something. That's what you do. And then Saturdays, I'll allow them to order like pizza or whatever. What we might go to Panda Express, whatever they want to do. But for Christmas, I do, because I know we were talking about this on Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, we don't have a big breakfast because I'm already cooking a lot of
fast.
stuff. But but for Christmas, because I still do cook a lot of stuff, but nowhere near as much as Thanksgiving. So we do have something to eat, and then we get not eggnog, but we'll all have hot chocolate with marshmallows while we sit and we open the gifts and all that stuff, and then I'll make the dinner.
Yeah, I think for dinner, depending on where I'm at and who I'm with, I'm probably do like a roast chicken or something, or like the ham, because Mama love her ham. So
wait a minute. So y'all doing another honey baked ham for Christmas? Is that what she wants too?
That's what she wants.
Okay.
Let me just pop in this real quick, because I didn't think we didn't give our Thanksgiving wrap ups. Okay, we had, or did we?
You only told us about the competition of the mac and cheese.
So
that you lost.
I'll pick up from there. I did, but okay, I did talk about it.
But that was it. That's what you said.
So much food, and the ham got eaten, but at the end of the day, you still had like half a ham left. So, but
you make ham sandwiches.
I don't eat ham sandwiches.
What?
I don't really like ham like that.
What in the non-black is that?
Hold on.
How do you not eat ham sandwiches?
You're not going to vilify me today.
Oh, I am here for it.
Because I feel attacked.
How do you, like, at all?
Doggone it. I grew up. Sick of it. I grew up on ham and cheese sandwiches. That's why.
She said, I've had enough.
Never more.
I'm all tapped out. I can't do it no more. I can't do it no more, James. I can't do it no more.
I can't go no more. So, my gosh, my mom would make ham and cheese sandwiches for me for school lunch almost every day. I don't even know when I got turned on the turkey, but when I did, I was like, thank you, Jesus.
Wait a minute. So y'all didn't have no school lunches?
I did, but before I got, okay, so she liked to make lunch. Like, I think my sisters have adopted that too with their kids. Like, they like to make the bag lunches. And it wasn't until I got to maybe 5th grade I started eating school lunch.
Oh.
Or maybe 4th or 5th grade.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
That, it was like, here's your lunch. Because I love lunch boxes too. So.
Yes. That was a bit.
Yeah.
Getting the metal lunchbox back in the day. We loved that.
Yeah.
But my parents, it was like, we ain't got time to make your lunch. And we lived on a base anyway, so I don't even think they had to pay for it. There was like, you got the little lunch card and they would punch your card. Mm-hmm. So yeah, no, we always ate school lunch, and if we got there early enough, school breakfast as well.
I didn't like school breakfast because those little fake eggs were always cold, and then like the syrup especially was cold. And I know I've talked to you about smells. Mm-hmm. And it always smelled like spoiled milk. That's why I don't like milk now.
No.
Because when you go to get your carton of milk, I'd always get chocolate because I hated it.
I was going to say, I always got chocolate. I never drank the regular milk.
Like, the smell of the actual whole milk would just turn my stomach. I would just drink from the water fountain. So I hated school breakfast. Like, I would always be like, nah, I got a Pop-Tart. I'm good. Or you know what I mean? A little strudel.
That was the most my mom would do. You was going to get a Pop-Tart. She didn't believe in buying no
not like strudels. School breakfast. And then the cereal was like, it wasn't even enough. Like, the little cup of
man.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
It's like 2 scoops.
Because you'd be like, can I get some more, please?
And they're like, no.
And butter?
Right. Why would it never give you any butter?
I don't know.
Like, why? You give me this hard-ass biscuit, I can't get no butter.
Yeah. We are so off. Okay. So you don't like ham sandwiches because your mama used to make you eat.
And I will eat a few slices of honey ham because honey ham is good. But do I want to wake up every day and eat more ham? No. And when I buy lunch meat, I'm buying turkey, I'm buying salami, I'm buying pastrami or whatever. I do not buy deli ham. Judge me all you want to.
I'm not judging. It's just very
When
bougie.
I cook family dinners for Christmas, holidays, whatever, ham does not come to mind for my menu. They be like, don't forget the ham. I'm like,
yeah, because it's the Christmas ham.
There's no such thing as a Christmas ham.
It's a Christmas ham. It's traditional.
Not. For who?
The same way that the turkey is traditional for Thanksgiving.
So wait, ham is traditional for black people?
Ham is traditional for everybody, for Chrimma.
For what?
You heard me, Chrimma. We have ham. Now, on the Grinch, they talk about the roast beef. I never had no roast beef.
That roast beef looked good.
It sure did when he was slicing in the end. He was like, Christmas roast beef. Let me tell you, I love that movie. And my favorite is the song. He's like, you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. He said, I wouldn't touch you with a 9.5-foot pole. I was like, dang, cold-blooded. But yeah, then when he's cooking, they slicing up that roast beef.
That roasted looked good. The way it was like sliding.
I was like, oh, mama, can we have roast beef one day? So if ham doesn't come to mind for you, what
I said chicken.
Fried chicken?
Like a roasted chicken.
You want to roast a small chicken to feed your family for Christmas? That's not enough.
We just had all the carbs.
Maybe a Cornish hen or 2 or 3.
Okay, I've done Cornish hens.
Yeah.
I did a few Cornish hens before, and that turned out really good.
Yeah.
And the ones I got were actually kind of chubby. I won't call them fat. But we were like, ooh, okay. So.
No, man, you're supposed to have a Christmas ham.
Like I said, it doesn't come to mind for me, but it will always be there because somebody's going to go get that doggone honey baked ham.
So you said you do a breakfast.
It depends on who's
hosting.
Yeah.
Okay. So the one sister is like,
bird food.
You going to have strawberry, pineapples, and grapes.
Yep.
And little small things to eat.
A little croissant.
Yeah.
And she'd be like,
what is
the
pigs
more?
In a blanket?
Right. You still want more? Like, yes, we still want more.
Like, we are hungry.
But that's how she eats small generally.
Yes, she does. I know who you're talking about.
You'd be like,
I love her to death.
You eat it. Yeah. 6 crackers and be done.
Let me tell you, she eats different anyways.
She does.
She does. From a lot of us.
She does.
I'd be like, look at her footsteps. I'm like, why are you? No,
what? Okay.
All right. So.
But growing up, we did have a big breakfast.
Okay.
And then, did y'all go to church on Christmas?
On Christmas? No. My mom, she was not that. Again, remember I told y'all, I think my mom was like, because she grew up that way, me and the preacher's kid, she did not impose a lot of that on us.
Okay.
It was when we were with our grandparents during the summer is when they would make us do the Bible school and all that stuff in church. But my mom, she didn't do that. We didn't do the New Year's Eve thing.
Oh.
We didn't do that.
Oh.
As kids, my mama didn't do any of that.
Listen, you are taking me all the way back to my childhood. Because these 3 holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, were not spent with friends growing up. It was always my family.
Yeah.
So I never got to do a lot of the fireworks stuff.
What is that called? What is it that the church calls those type of people? I can't remember. The people that only show up on Mother's Thanksgiving, Christmas Day.
Somewhat, what they call them?
I can't remember.
There's a term.
Yeah, there's a term for that. Yeah, y'all black people is wrong in our community because y'all have a whole label for those people,
right?
Because they only come on Mother's Day,
Easter,
yeah,
Christmas.
Mother's Day, Easter,
or
sometimes around Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's Eve.
There's a term. If y'all know, let us know because I can't think of it.
Yeah,
right
I can't
now.
think of it right now. But anyways,
I mean, we were there every Sunday regardless, so it doesn't matter. But I never got to do like fireworks and stuff. So going back to Christmas, they would have a service. So we would go Christmas night to after you want me to leave all my presents.
Yep.
The same year I got my Sega Genesis, I had to put that controller down, get dressed, go to the service.
Not just get dressed up.
Dressed up. Comb hair, everything. Go to the service, which I just literally heard my dad recite in the morning. So I got to hear somebody else do it. Sing songs. And all I wanted to do was get back to my house and play with my toys or whatever I got that year.
Right.
But nah, not my family. Get up.
Right.
Going back to church.
Going back to church.
We was just there.
Right. And that's the thing. I know this is our Christmas special and we rarely talked about Jesus. But, I mean, he is the reason for the season. But kids, please let kids be kids. And let them take the time to enjoy that. And then, sometimes, take a break. We're going to go to church for an hour or two and come home. Now, again, us growing up, we didn't have to do it. But I have done it with one. Like my oldest kid, we did that once or twice. What I didn't like about it was too crowded. I was like, because again, like we were saying, those people who only come on those days. So I was like, nah, we ain't got to do that. We come every day, every Sunday. I think we're good. We don't need to come on church, on Christmas on church night, and we don't need to do New Year's because I did the New Year's thing when I was single before I had her, but I was like, I ain't doing that no more.
So before we leave New Year's really quick, we would it's big too in Caribbean community to go to church on New Year's Eve. I think in black folks in general, but like they call it watch night service. Have you ever heard the term before? When I tell you, I was so envious of the people who got to stay home and drink fake champagne and watch Dick Clark's show did
Rockin' New Year's Eve.
Rockin' New Year's Eve, and my behind is in church waiting to see if the Lord was gonna come back.
Oh, is that why they do it?
Watch night. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know what it meant. I knew that's what it's called, but I didn't know that. So, look, listen to me. Y'all would think sometimes I don't even go to church. I do, I promise. But I just don't get caught up in all that religious stuff. So I didn't know that's why they do it.
Because for whatever reason.
Why y'all think the Lord coming back
at midnight? At the stroke of midnight.
On New Year's.
New Year.
Hey, it's a New Year. Rapture. There you go, everybody.
Every year. Rapture. Right. Rapture was coming every year.
Let me tell you. If in my mind, okay, when I envision it, I'm praying that the Lord come back during the summer when it's nice and warm and we all having a good time when the daylight is long and he's gonna be like, all right, guys, you know what? He coming with his sunglasses on. He be like, hey, round up. Lego. I don't want to go on a cold day. In the winter. No, Lord, thank you. I did not know that's what they called it. That's funny. But yeah, I mean, so speaking of going to church for Christmas, as you know, again, we did not go on Christmas Day,
right?
But we did have to sometimes, like maybe the week or two before, do a Christmas play. And so Miss J and we are going to reenact an actual Christmas play to close off this episode.
Before we close.
Yes.
Because Christmas plays are very important. Did you partake in any Christmas plays?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We did. We had, okay. So, because again, I'm older. So before that whole thing came about, well, you shouldn't have religion in school and da-da-da. Our school did it. We had Christmas plays in school. So we would do Christmas plays in school. And like I said, maybe a week or two before, because they would because remember on Christmas Day, the pastor's trying to be up there and speak anyways. So it would be the Sunday before or 2 weeks before is when they would let the children's come in and do the child's Christmas play. But we did that. I'll never forget one year at school. We didn't do a Christmas play for our class, but it was 7th grade, because I'll never forget. It was 7th grade, and we did a 12 Days of Christmas song.
Ooh.
And so everybody, like she had everyone lined up, and we all had to sit in our little seats in front of like the cafeteria or something like that.
It's always a cafeteria.
And it's always a cafeteria, yeah. I don't know why. And so everyone had to, like, it went down the line on the first day of Christmas, and then like everybody was in the choir got to sing, and there were only the 12 of us that got picked to do the part. And so whenever they got to your part,
y'all thought y'all ran it, huh?
Let me tell you,
big time.
Let me tell y'all right now, Regina was blessed to be 7 swans of swimming. That was the best 7 swans of swimming ever. And so as they went through, and like on the first day of Christmas, partridge, so that person would have to stand up saying, they would stand up, hold up their little partridge looking decor color page or whatever, and say, partridge in a pear tree. So I was sitting there waiting. I really wanted to be 5 golden rings, but I couldn't be 5 golden rings. But that's all right, because I got 7 swans of swimming. And let me tell you, when it got to me and I stood up, 7 swans of swimming. Okay? Blowing. And then everybody else goes down their own. Yeah. And then they would go down there. And then it would come back again. Around, and then go down again. So we did do that. I'll never forget that, because I was the best.
The best, number 7.
Number 7.
So for me, really quick, I had the pleasure of writing our Christmas plays at church.
Oh, yeah. You did say you liked to do that stuff.
I did. I wrote, I directed, and I acted all of those things. So you
sound like the original Medea.
Right.
Original Tyler Perry.
I probably was.
I wrote, starred, and produced.
Right.
And directed.
Right. And, we sang, this is our church, we sang, different people did their own stuff. I did a lot of singing and a lot of acting, and we played instruments too. Like, I used to play the keyboard. I'm saying keyboard, not piano. That's what I used to play. But, in school, I remember doing a holiday play, because I grew up with a lot of Jewish kids. So I went to school primarily with Jewish kids. So to incorporate everybody's holiday, somebody had an idea of all types of holidays, celebrations. So the role I was blessed with, you're going to laugh wholeheartedly, I was the island pen pal. They picked me, the actual Jamaican child, to be the island pen pal. So I had to tell other people how it was for Christmas on my island.
Wait, no.
And this is 5th grade, by the way.
No. So what? Wait.
All right, so here we go.
So you would have to say.
So, all right.
Okay.
Let me give you the whole thing, because I kind of remember some of it. So you had somebody celebrating Hanukkah, okay?
Okay.
Somebody celebrating Christmas, Boxing Day, Kwanzaa, whatever. So for my role as the island pen pal, I'm writing to my American pen pal how it is on my island for the holidays.
For the holiday,
So
okay.
it starts off with, "Dear American pen pal, the weather is warm, the sun is bright, and Christmas is ready, and da 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 da." And we had this whole song about Christmas time. It had like a whole little island beat. Ain't it neat? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, all of that. But yes, they chose me, the actual island child, to be the island pen pal. And I don't even know if my dumb self volunteered for it or what, but that was my role. But
I think it's, I mean, I do see the PC idea behind that.
when I say they hit all the holidays in December.
That's what I'm saying. I can see the PC reason for doing that. But
Could it be done now? I don't know.
That somebody would take that wrong. I'm telling you right now.
Why the little black girl why she gotta be from the island?
Why? I can see an island mama coming up in that school be like, "Oh, so you made my child be the island child?"
Yes.
Just because she's from Trinidad?
Right. And my parents didn't care. But anyhow, let's go ahead and jump into our Christmas play.
So, as y'all know, again, Jesus really is the reason for the season. While we do talk about gifts, and I think my youngest asked me about this years ago, like, why is it that we do Christmas gifts? And I explained it to her this way. Jesus is a gift from the Lord our God to us. Without him and without his sacrifice, we would not be able to have forgiveness of our sins and be able to enter into heaven.
Hallelujah.
And because of that, us giving gifts to each other is a symbolization of the Lord's gift to us, being his son.
Amen.
That's as simple as the way I could explain it to her. And I was like, that is the reason. And then she asked about the tree. And I was like, listen, the tree is just for fun. Okay. The tree is because your mama likes to decorate. I don't think it has nothing at all to do with Christmas. But we do know that, again, Jesus is the reason for season. I know, yes, we know he wasn't born on Christmas Day. So don't come at me in the comments, be like, Jesus wasn't born on Christmas Day. I know that.
I personally think Jesus is a Gemini anyway, but that's neither.
That's what they say. He is actually born in June, is from what I've heard. Now, he could be Cancer for all we know. I don't know. I just know they say it's sometime in June. But
he ain't that emotional.
What we do know is, again, this is the reason why we celebrate him, and we celebrate him because he was a gift, and it was his birth that was a gift to us, which is why every year somebody, somewhere, in some place is putting on a Christmas play with the kiddies about the nativity.
And just to let you know, I meant to write one for this episode, but I forgot. But we found one that's just as good.
It is all good. So we are going to do a little Christmas play.
So let me ask you before we go. Do you want to just take a line, and go back and forth like that, or stick to one character?
Let's see. We do have characters, you guys.
There's a whole lot of characters in here.
Okay, how about this? I'll be narrator 1.
Why don't you just be all narrators?
You want to be all narrators?
There's 3 of them.
Okay. But
you'll be all 3 narrators.
Right. But I want to be an angel too.
Okay, so be the angel.
No. I scratch that. I want to be Joseph.
Okay, I'll be Mary.
Okay.
You could be the angel. That's fine. I'll be the kings, emperors. Not the 3 kings. I'll be King Herod and that.
Okay. All right.
And then we can just... I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Okay. So you're all the narrators. I'm Mary and the king. And okay.
So you're Mary and the king. So I'll be all narrators and Joseph. You want to be the shepherd?
All right, cool.
Soldiers and shepherds. Yeah.
Okay. The 3 kings.
We'll just do the 3 kings together.
Okay.
It's 3 of them. So it's gonna be our 2 voices will be the 3 kings. There we go. Worked it out. What? Okay. This sounds great. Okay. A long time ago, in a place far, far away. No, don't say that, y'all. But it says, a long time ago, in a city of Nazareth, there was a woman named Mary. Mary was promised to marry a man named Joseph, who lived there too. One day, an angel from God came and talked to Mary. He told Mary she was going to have a baby.
That's still you.
That is still me. Mary. This is the angel. Mary, you're going to have a baby, and he will be the Son of God. Oh, okay.
That's literally the line.
Right. And then the angel left. Now, Joseph wasn't sure what to do when he heard that Mary was going to have a baby. So one night, while he was asleep, the angel came to talk to Joseph too. Joseph.
That's not how the angel sounded.
This is how the angel sounded to me. Joseph, Mary is going to have a baby from God. It's okay for you to marry her and take care of her and the baby. You will name the baby Jesus. Oh, okay. And so that's just what he did. And while later, the emperor in Rome, Caesar Augustus, said that everyone had to go to their own hometown to be counted. Oh, Lord, they done did another census.
Everyone, go to your own hometown so that I can count you.
So Mary and Joseph went to the town of Bethlehem to be counted because Joseph was of the house of the line of David, and Bethlehem was known as the city of David. There were lots of people there too. There were so many people, in fact, that there was no room for them in the inn. So Mary and Joseph stayed in the stable, which was a place for the animals to stay warm and dry.
I'll do the sound.
There was a cow there.
Moo.
There was a sheep there.
Bah.
There was a chicken there.
Bok, bok, bok.
And Mary and Joseph stayed there too. While they were there, baby Jesus was born, and Mary took to him and wrapped him up warm and laid him in the manger. This is where she swallowed him, you guys.
Woman, do your job and swallow that
baby. You think this was the same inn that the Samaritan got to? Probably. That night there were some shepherds out in the field watching over their flocks of sheep.
Bah. That's all the shepherd's gonna. Oh,
I know, right? Sorry. Angel enters in. Then the angel of the Lord talked to the shepherds, and they were terribly afraid. Don't be afraid. I bring you good news. The Savior, which is Christ the Lord, has been born today in Bethlehem. You will find the baby wrapped in soft clothes and lying in a manger. And all of a sudden, there were lots of angels saying, Glory to God in the highest, peace on earth, goodwill to men. And the angels left. And when the angels had left, the shepherds went and found the baby, Jesus, in the manger, just as they had been told. And when they found him, they worshipped him. Not far away, in a place called Jerusalem, there lived an evil king named Herod. Herod, I think. Herod, okay. One day after baby Jesus had been born, wise men came to Jerusalem looking for the newly born king of the Jews. They asked King Herod where he was.
Okay, I'll do the kings.
Okay.
Where is he who is born king of the Jews?
So the king asked his advisors,
where is this king of the Jews to be born?
In Bethlehem.
In Bethlehem. Go and find him and let me know where he is so I can come and worship him too.
So the wise men went and found baby Jesus by following his star. And then when they found him, they worshipped him. But King Herod didn't really want to worship the baby Jesus. He wanted to harm him. The wise men were warned by God about this, so they went home another way. When the king found out he was tricked, he was really mad.
Arg! I am really mad. Really mad.
He was determined to destroy this newborn king. So King Herod sent his soldiers to Bethlehem to find the baby Jesus.
Go and find him and destroy him.
But God warned Joseph in a dream to get out of there. Get out of there. And so they did.
Oh my God.
If y'all can see this writing, man, this is funny.
Oh my God.
And so Joseph and Mary and the little baby Jesus went to Egypt. And they stayed there until the evil King Herod died. Dang! I wonder how long they stay there. After King Herod died, God told Joseph it was safe to go back because the people who wanted the child dead had now died. Hey! You can come back now. It's safe. Mary and Joseph and baby Jesus came back from Egypt and they went to live in the town of Nazareth again. And that's where baby Jesus grew up until he was grown. And so now you've heard it all about how God sent his only son to be born as a baby so that he later could save everyone from their sins. And all it took was just a little Christmas. Glory to God in the highest. Peace on earth. Goodwill to men. The end. That's so funny. The way that they be writing these kids' plays, man.
Like they can't say more than 3 words in one sentence.
Right. But I like the little directions. The angel enters. The angel
dragging the chair.
Right.
This is my part right here. King Herod plays dead. Soldiers carry or drag him off stage. What? And then when I said, I am really mad, that's how they wrote it.
Right. They made this very fast forward too. How did she have the baby and then all of a sudden there's a census that must be done. So they got to go back home and then the baby's born. They made it sound like all this happened in 3 weeks.
They skipped everything. That's how the Children's Bible did it.
Right. Oh, shoot. Where is the...
I think it's behind you somewhere.
Oh, I was going to say, I wonder what it has to say about the story. We'll have to bring that out the day when we really, really cover the birth of Jesus. Because in my mind, that ain't how that went. I'm sure
it was not that easy.
Nah, yeah, I'm sure that the them animals in that inn was having a good conversation. They probably was like, "Hey, I think that's Mary."
And they was like, "Y'all see Mary done got a belly? I know her and Joseph weren't doing that stuff."
Oh, the town?
No, them animals.
Oh, the animals.
Now I lay next to them every night and I don't hear nothing.
Right.
But now she got a baby.
No, so she got a baby. I do like they touched on the fact that they had to tell Joseph it's okay to marry her.
He was like,
He was like, this woman is not pure. They're going to talk about me. They're going to talk about me. They're going to be like, oh, you married that pregnant girl?
You should make an honest from that Mary.
Right. Oh, man, that's messed up.
So we will touch more on the birth of Jesus in the next season with the New Testament.
Yes. We'll get into
New
it.
Testament
We're gonna talk about how Jesus, when only he was born, the gifts that he got, how when he was, I think they talked about him at 12 being super duper wise and whatnot. So,
and him being a carpenter.
Yes, he had a whole job, you guys.
He did.
Okay, don't let him fool you. He was like, I'm doing my father's business and I work.
What Phaedra be saying? I had jobs.
Jobs, plural.
I've got jobs.
Yeah.
And
he was on his jobs. But yeah, I still think though, in that manger, I'm pretty sure that them sheeps and them cow was like, what they doing up in here? And if there was no room in the town in the inn, you think really Mary and Joseph was the only ones in the manger? You don't think a couple other families couldn't fit in the inn and was there too?
No. So what happened is they wasn't no room in the inn for a woman that just happened to get pregnant overnight.
Oh, wow.
So they were like, nah, she can't come in here. So I'm sure there was room, but they was being discriminatory.
Oh, man, they was being discriminatory. They was like, oh, you're that Mary.
You're that Mary.
Now, you know there are about 15,000 Marys in there. And Josephs. How you know which? Well, because I'm Joseph from the begat from David's line.
Oh, that's that Mary.
Right.
No, you can't come in. Sorry, we are full. No vacancy.
Oh, dang. They saw them coming. They switched that light off.
We did not leave the light on for y'all.
Yeah, no. No, y'all need to find some other place, bro.
It's like in Forrest Gump, seats taken.
Oh, no. Dang.
You can't sit here.
They're like, nah, y'all can't stay here.
Oh,
we don't want no problems.
Problem.
So, we hope y'all enjoyed our 2-part Christmas episode special. We would love some feedback. Love for you to hear, how did y'all decorate your Christmas trees? Whether or not your family watches Christmas movies. If you knew about the doggone Yule logs, because we ain't know none of it.
Ooh, that was an eye-opener.
Right. Or if you know, how y'all celebrate actual Christmas. Now, we do have, of course, people who have other, religions. I'd love to hear other people's stories too. Yeah. Like, like the purpose of Hanukkah and what the traditions are. I know about Hanukkah. The dreidel and all that stuff. Dreidel. And, I made it out of Kwanzaa and all that other stuff.
Habarigani.
What's Habarigani?
It's like a greeting. Hello.
Oh, you know what?
Assalamu alaikum.
No!
I always wanted to celebrate Kwanzaa with my family. They always laughed at me.
Why did they laugh at you?
Because who was going to sit up here and make these little handmade gifts?
Yeah, true.
And light the Kwanzaa version of the menorah. Mm-hmm. Nobody gonna meet me.
Man, let me tell y'all, this is where I'm gonna leave y'all at in Atlanta. I keep telling y'all Atlanta is not a real place. They be doing their own thing. I was on my way to work the other day coming down 400 and someone had put a gigantic menorah on the side of 400. Not from their house. It's literally somebody was like, you know what? I want them to know about my people and my people's struggle. Probably especially because right now what's going on over with the Israelites and stuff. So yeah, there's a gigantic menorah on this side of 400. You come in 400 south from like Dunwoody area. Big old one lit up.
Listen, I just said I went to school with a lot of Jewish kids, so I am fully aware of menorahs and Hanukkahs and how many days and why they light, all that stuff. So y'all go ahead with your menorah on the side of the road. Go ahead.
Well, there you go.
Because Christmas gets all the glory.
It sure does. You don't barely see any decor. Like I did see at my Michael's, they had a whole section dedicated to Hanukkah. They really did.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's good because they had, their little things. So, but besides that, yes, that was one section. Meanwhile, all the other aisles, 13 aisles, is full of
red, green, ribbons, gold ribbon,
just all kinds of stuff. So, but yes, yes, y'all, please send us, share us, even if you want to share a little story, one of your Christmas stories about a letdown for a gift or a gift that you really didn't want, like a Barbie dream house. You let us know. If somebody sides with me on the Barbie situation, let us know.
Ain't nobody gonna side with you. Everybody named Mama wanted a Barbie dream house.
Nah, not everybody. I know it ain't just me.
Listen, Merry Christmas to all.
And to all, a good night.
Have a safe and happy holiday season, y'all.
All right. God bless. Bye. God bless. Bye.